All right, y'all, we back. About to get into this Christianity Decoded. And I'm gonna leave the floor to y'all gentlemen. I'll type in stuff if you want.
Like, what should we talk about? To attach to astrology, or do you want to talk about
Well, yeah. How is astrology mentioned in the Bible? And then from there, how do we now become our own Christ?
Well, the Christ story is different than from the astrology part, but you have to have the Christ part to understand the astrology part, because that's a different consciousness that you go to. So, and what I'm saying is, as Enoch is man. As Enoch ascended, he was introduced to the angels. The angels are the planets, the angles are the planets. And then once he mastered it, he understood that it was metaphysics, i.e., he was Metatron. The knowledge made him Metatron. But as you ascend, that's when you start getting certain knowledge, like the knowledge here, the knowledge there of that. That's the divine knowledge. And once you understand it, it's called the Last Supper. Once you understand it and you read this thing, you'll understand that nobody can feed you anything anymore. No religion, none of that. It's over. It's completely over. Beliefs and all that, everything, duality is over. The thought of duality, right and wrong, would be totally over. Because you can see all the angles where it is and the stories that goes with it. And that is no free will. Not for the mind. Nice. So, like I said, when you that's the essential. Now, when we talk about Christ, how you ascend is all about the spine. It's all about the spine, as a tingle on the spine. Okay, so the story is what? Jesus was born in a manger, right? So he was born in a manger. That is the story. So the manger is the root chakra of you, where your genital area, where you shit and fuck. You do animal things. That's the manger, bottom of your spine, anus area. Okay, he died at the age of 33. That's 33 vertebrae in the back of your spine. He was crucified in Calvary, the back of your skull. He met the three wise men, the pituitary gland, pineal gland, and the thalamus. And they bestowed whatever you call the oxycodone and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. Calm the monkey mind down. You calm the monkey mind down, and then the law of attraction kick in. If you in bliss, all you're going to do is attract good shit. Heaven on earth. That's Christ consciousness. But you have to raise up that. You have to raise the Kundalini. The Kundalini is snake energy. That's Venus coming out of the eggshell, the shell. That's why when you see Aphrodite in a shell in the water, that's a representation of Christ. Christ is Venus, the fallen star. Lucifer is Christ, is Jesus. Now Satan is Saturn. Two different things. They combined the two to make it one. All it is that once you listen, like when you listen to music, Venus, or you fuck, that's the sacral energy, the Big Bang, orgasms. Oh my God, the G-spot. That's there. Once you bring that energy up, like when you have good sex with you, like, and you think about it, you say, oh my God, it goes up your back. If you had it like that. I'm just telling you. So all that shit is connected. All that is that sacred energy. So when you orgasm, that's the Big Bang. That's the Big Bang. You inject yourself into the storyline and everything. That's the whole thing. You create a universe when you create a child. And then their whole map, when they born at that time, I can tell you when they're gonna die. I can tell you everything because it's a written story. You were injected in the book of the dead or the book of life, whatever way you want to put it. So that's the Christ. That's the Christ. The Christ is within you. When they keep saying the Christ, you are the sons of God, sons of God. Your sun sign. So that's how you know what you are, where your path. Now, where now the astrology goes this. In my father's house, there's a many mansions. How do you know? Because I told you so. I go forth to set the table. That's Jesus, AKA the sun. So wherever the sun is placed in your chart, that's your life story that's going to go down. It's going to be placed right there, and that's a whole path that's going. Now, like I said, as you're a spiritual being having a human experience. You have to remember who you are. Because yes, you are. Yes, you are is not a name, it's the message. Yes, you are God. Yes, you are. Yes, you are God. That's when you get the message. When you had Kundalini, you were like, whoa, you breaking yourself out of Maya. The Christ is within you. You are God. Yes, you are. Case in point, before you started, you was God. We said in 7 days of creation, right? First there was the thought, then he created the earth, then he created the moon and the sun.
Yep.
And then furthermore, and then he went on the 7th day, there was light. That's the chakra system. So you was the chakra system before you came in.
Right.
On the 7th day, let it be light. It's describing the chakra system because each chakra in your body represents the planets.
Mm-hmm.
El, Michael, Gabriel.
As it builds from the root, right?
The thought is your chart, the root chakra.
Mm.
That's the mark, the Big Bang, boom.
Huh.
The Big Bang, boom, comes from the root chakra. The thought, all right, I'm in here. I'm gonna create the earth. I'm gonna make the moon, the star, sun, all those planets that goes to the 7th one. And that's the whole return, the return of the prodigal son. When that Kundalini go back up.
Wow.
It's the return of the prodigal son from your spine, from your root chakra. So that's where you become Anunnaki. Anunnaki means enlightened. You become back to your God senses. Anunnaki, Kukulkan, the snake god Kukulkan. That's a Mayan god or whatever. All that stuff is that. That's all it is.
And I put some stuff in the chat for you to cut and paste to your link.
Saw that.
Gray. Yeah, feel free to.
You could tell I was trying to find it, right?
Yeah, I got plenty Mercury for you as he talks, bro. I'm posting it in the chat.
So when you look at that stuff, like I said, how do you get to raise the snake? How do you raise the staff? When Moses raised the staff, he raised the staff at the Red Sea. The Red Sea represents the sea of reeds, the sea of thoughts.
Yeah, I can see that.
Raised the Kundalini. He raised the snake up the staff to part the thoughts.
That's it. You see that?
That's a paperweight. That's a paperweight I got on my desk.
Right.
Yeah, that's the Caduceus coming up your spine.
He raised it up the spine. He raised it up the spine and it kills thoughts. It kills the monkey mind. Now, how did he do that? He went to Mount Sinai and talked to the burning bush. The burning bush is talking to it, is smoking weed. Smoking weed, Mount Sinai is Mount of your sinuses. Mount Arafat, where you breathe. The ark is your head.
Let's say even the grapevines is your lungs, because your lungs look like grapes.
Bro, when you smoke, it's alkaline. The weed is alkaline, alchemy. So you turn the 2 tablets that Moses went to Mount Sinai, the left side and right side of the brain.
It was
into the emerald spirits. And then you start thinking a certain way, ears start ringing, you start, damn, oh, whoa, because it's all in the ether. It's in the air like internet, exactly. Once it's there, you start seeing things different and you can read the text in a higher octave. You get the higher meaning of it. Everything that anybody say is the truth in the Bible. It's just not historic, it's not people, it's a manual.
Yeah, exactly. It's a manual for self.
Now, the whole thing is it's a holy book. It makes you whole. You can't go with the stories. The stories is fucked up, especially as a Black man. You're going to look at it fucked up because it's truth in it. The whole thing of Noah's Ark, The whole thing of Noah's Ark is serious. Ark is your head. You know the time. The Noah's Ark is the age of the flood. Pisces, the fish. The age of the flood. Pisces, the fish. That means that we went from God knowing, where we were building pyramids and big monuments and shit by vibration and everything, to the dark ages, the Iron Age. So now we at this point where our consciousness dropped from the Tower of Babel, when it said, when the flood came, it said we would separate man by their tongue and land. So that's when man started thinking they were separate. They knew they thought they wasn't together anymore. So it got tribal. Now, in the ark, it said the age of the flood. The age of the flood, Pisces. That the sons of Ham, which was Africa, before it was Africa, it was called Ham, would be cursed in the age of the flood. In the age of the flood. Back to the whole thing.
I'm about to say, who's the last person pick up the cross? I'm seeing you getting there.
Like you said, bro, I got it.
Yes, sir.
And when you talk about Jesus being crucified on the cross, he dropped the cross 5 times. The 5 times mean he dropped the consciousness to the senses and not God knowing. He dropped it 5 times. And the bearer of the cross, the one who picked the cross up for him, was a black man from Africa. He was the bearer of the cross. In the age of Christ, Pisces, that's the fish. That's why Jesus always, you see the fish, because that's the age of Pisces, duality. So in this point, that's why you had slavery and all the prosecution and all the police, and we even hate ourselves, because that's the pain that we supposed to go through to wake up. You can't wake up from Maya when you privileged. It's just like dreaming. If I'm fucking in my dream, I don't want to get up, but let a motherfucker pop a shot at me. I'm like, oh shit. So it takes pain to come through. The Maya, injustice, all that. That's why you seen the Passion of Christ mean a hard life. It wasn't an event. It's a hard life. Christ never existed. Not one of those characters ever existed in the Bible, not one. It's a manual, it's called the Holy Book. The Holy Book means to bring you whole again. So everything that when you sit here and prosecuted, oh, he's smoking weed, supposed to. It's in the Bible. Cannabis is all through the Bible. Sex is all through the Bible. It's just the interpretation of it. It's just the interpretation. You got to understand it. When you say it's a master race in the age of Pisces, if it's a cursed race, it got to be an opposite. It got to be somebody that's privileged. And the Aryans, that's the sons of Abraham. They would be prophets. Said the sons of Abraham would be prophets. I didn't say they was going to be proper prophets, but they were the prophets of the time. They the ones that said this is the book, Catholic Church, all that. The Aryan race. They were supposed to run that. The way they united us through the Aryan way, war. Mars regulates their joint, their race. So look at this as a goddamn virtual reality game. Now, how they united, they did it by war, but they brought a common tongue for everybody and a common thing where everybody could see it referenced. They doing the will of God. They are, because the God is both. It's just a game. Once you see it, you be like, all right. Like when I look at a chart, I can see if somebody's going to be incarcerated. I know they've been incarcerated, even if they try to lie. I can see if somebody in homosexuality, because it's in there. It's in there. Anything, I am the Alpha and Omega. How can anything be original?
Yeah. Ain't nothing new under the sun. That's what it says.
Not one thing. Not one thing.
Which makes me think, is there stuff new beyond the sun, further?
I wouldn't go there. That's Mercury talk. How can he? How can it be? He's the absolute.
Right.
Absolute. So what's beyond the sun but him?
Right.
Pure
Thoughts, pure unangled light, right?
Exactly. What is it? It's nothing. It's nothing. That's what everything is. It's nothing.
It's nothing.
And that's why I keep telling you, stop. Well, what's beyond that? Nah, bro. It's nothing.
Yeah.
I am the Alpha and Omega. It's no free will for man.
It would have to be nothing because it becomes something when it's here for us to observe, quote unquote.
Exactly. That's why you're here to observe it.
We become the watchers.
You are the watcher. It's not becoming. You are the watcher the whole time. You are enlightened while you think you sleep because you're not doing shit. It's just that your ego think you're doing shit. You think you're the ego as God. And that's all where the planets are positioned in the charts. And that's your head. It goes to your head. It's compartments in your brain that's Jupiter. And the stories with Jupiter, where it's placed at, because it's multiple stories in the stars. Wherever it is, it placed in that constellation, that's your wisdom, if it's Jupiter. If it's in Mercury and it's somewhere, then that's your intellect. That's how you're gonna think, act. Your intellect. If it's in a fucked up place, you're gonna be crazy. You're not gonna think right. If it's debilitating, you might even see retardation. You can see all that in your charts. So I'm saying that's the whole thing of let us create man in our image.
I got you. I'm just posting as you talk.
Yeah, let us create man in our image. And when they say, like when Thor says, when they are, if you down with the Marvel thing, Asgard. Now, Asgard is the ego. That's all the planets in your head. And they all got a story and they all the way you're going to act and feel, right? But once you have Kundalini, AKA Ragnarok, the fiery sword, boom, it destroys Asgard.
It's
it
like
destroys
epoch.
monkey mind.
What they say, the epoch, ellipse, epoch, a span of time, ellipse, a circle. So a circle time.
What are you talking about? I'm not on it. I'm
Not
talking
the
about
apocalypse, Ragnarok, eating his tail.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Ouroboros.
Kundalini now. Let me just give you Kundalini breakfast.
Yeah, go ahead.
The whole thing is destroying Asgard is Kundalini. The snake goes up. When the snake in the Garden of Eden say he didn't want you to eat from this tree because then you would know you were what? As him, God. And that's the whole thing. Asgard, you think you ego, man, I gotta do this shit, this, that, and the third. But once you learn astrology, you're gonna be like, damn, this happened. And I'm telling you, yeah, that happened this time, this happened this time. Yeah, and this gonna happen. And you're like, what the fuck? No, I'm reading the charts. Ain't nothing mystic about me. I'm reading the fucking charts. That's all it is. As Enoch ascended, he was introduced to the angels, the angles. You gotta look at the words and flip it a little bit. That's all. There's no such thing as angel. When you know, as above, so below, each planet governs each chakra. Yeah. Each planet governs a chakra. And they are the karma lords. So where they're placed is the karma. So if you got Venus in a fucked up spot, you're gonna have fucked up females. That's your karma. You got Mars in a weak spot, 9 times out of 10, you a bitch. Because your Mars is your fight. If you got it aggravated, then you overzealous. You motherfucking killing motherfuckers on the spot. Because it's excelled in going in a motherfucking war path. These are the buildings of the ego.
These are the makings of you.
Like I'm saying, like if you see somebody with an early sun, case in point, let us create man in our image. I see somebody with an early sun, he cut up like a bag, though he looked like he lifting the whole fucking gym. But this motherfucker got Mercury moon, he don't feel that way. He looked that way, but he don't feel that way. So you slap the shit out of him, he running. You like, damn, this big motherfucker ran. Now, vice versa. I got a Mercury, let's say we got a Mercury, a Virgo sun. But this motherfucker got Scorpio moon. Now he looked like he frail and he ain't with that. But he got that Scorpio moon. This nigga, you slap him, he cut you 48 times.
That's right.
He gonna open you up and watch your heartbeat. That's just, and you be like, damn, that nigga look like Michael Jackson. This nigga, he's motherfucking Freddy Krueger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that simple.
Come to party.
Yo, man, can I interject here, bro?
Go ahead.
I'm really enjoying, by the way. I also am of the school that there's not such a thing as so-called free will. Predestination and free will are identically the same thing. There's no separation.
Right.
This is a mathematical equation, and inescapably for those who somehow on some level feel or wish that it wasn't in it, but you ain't gonna, it's always gonna be there. Always has, always will be. Ain't nothing ever gonna change. That ain't supposed
like
to.
that concept came with Calvinism, if I'm not mistaken. This was after the Catholic
Wow,
Church was already around.
Calvinists.
Yeah, John Calvin
Yeah.
made up that concept to confuse people.
But check this out. You ready for this? Let's try to, if I could throw this in there.
Go ahead.
Let's try to discuss how we can even conceptualize right? How can we conceptualize that there's anything that is free will when there ain't, if that makes any sense, right? Like that, what little teeny tiny ass weird ass microcosm, or instead of that question, because I think you guys already both have that one. Here's the other part of it, which you probably already have too, is what allows us to be able to think and believe on a first person level that we ain't even in the damn mathematical equation that keeps proving itself over and over.
Because you believe you're the ego. You haven't come to the concept that you are God. You haven't ascended yet. So you still want to play in the matrix. Well, what's the concept? The whole thing is the more you're gonna play in here thinking about it, when you gotta realize from the jump you're God and you came into a hologram.
Yeah, God spoke B. We're just at B. Be whatever you want, but
okay,
it's gonna be within creation.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, brother.
So
mute.
So what you're saying, I believe, I don't mute or not. What I'm saying is that what you're saying, I believe, if I'm not incorrect, is that anyone who actually thinks and doesn't realize that is in a place where they're
sleep.
Huh?
It's sleep. Sleep.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna dig deeper. How can their sleep allow them outside of the mathematical equation that already exists and can't allow them to be outside of the mathematical equation? I'm just asking.
Now I'm just telling you, certain people are not gonna wake up from it. It's not their time to wake up. Like when you say when they see the rapture, the rapture is when you start seeing the numbers. See this number's popping up.
I just wanted your opinion on that. Yeah. I wanted everybody's opinion on that.
I'm giving it to you. I got you. What I'm saying
is, I got you. Yeah.
That's an ego-based question because it's never the ego. The ego has never been in control. The ego think he's making this money, I'm doing this shit, this me, blah, 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 blah. But once you learn the chart, it's telling you you're gonna sell this day, this is shit gonna break down this time, this is gonna go, this is why you drink like this is why you like this is why everything is in it. It's just a script that your higher consciousness went in. I'm talking about to the T. Like when I read a person chart, I can tell them if they love what instrument they love to play, all that. They like, what the fuck? Yeah. I can tell what they like.
Yeah. Check this out. I can't wait till I get my damn birth time so I can give it to you though. But I'm gonna tell you this though. Okay, so I personally, on my individual level, am aware that this mathematical equation is what it is and it ain't gonna change. It started where it started. It's gonna go where it's gonna go. It didn't start where it didn't start. It is where it is, and it is gonna go. You feel me? So the ability, what gets me is I'm thinking the ability to think outside of that. I mean, and I'm gonna throw this concept out there as for fun. It's an aberration to be able to think outside of it.
Again,
This is a
I would
concept.
say you can't even think outside of it
right?
because even your thoughts are drawn from
Because
that
everything
original
you think
thought.
is, of course, it already. Yeah, exactly. Like, what's my point for even asking?
Yeah,
but it is that I did.
I'm gonna keep drawing you back to that's an ego-based question because once you know who you are, listen what I'm telling you. You can't do nothing but what the Buddha does and what Mona Lisa does. They just grin.
I heard you first time.
They smile.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's fun. It's fun. I just don't get to talk to people about this stuff.
No, I mean, like I'm saying, they just smile. That's why you see the picture of them, they saying what it is. It's just a smile. Like Mona Lisa, I'll kick it to you like this. If you look into her eyes, it's 72 in there. So what is she looking at? The number 27. 27 constellations, bro. And that's the thoughts. Like when I read,
you're definitely gonna have to break that down.
I know how you think. I know how you think. I'm saying, all right. If I see one nakshatra, one Kritika, I know that you like fire. I know that you like knives, weapons, shit like that, because it's in Aries, and that's war. I'm just telling you, and it's in Taurus. You're gonna let it cook too if you have that nakshatra. And then, like when I talk to people, yeah, man, I got swords hanging up. I got this, that, and the third, and I love to cook. I say, I know.
Wow.
Like, you know, your nephew, he was saying I knew shit that I shouldn't have known. And I was like, yeah, because I told him, I said, yo, you paranoid as fuck. He like, huh?
He is paranoid as fuck.
No, and I'm telling you why
he is so fucking, because he's like a criminal motherfucker.
Listen, I didn't see anything. I seen this chart. And it's in the house of enemies. He have his mind, his moon is there. So his mind is always, yo, somebody gonna get me. I gotta prepare. I gotta put all this shit together. That's his mind. Mm-hmm. That's his script. And I told him, I said, yeah, I mean, like he said, man, you knowing shit nobody should know. I told him, I mean, I can tell his fourth house is family, that's his mother. His relationship with his mother is all. That's why I say it has to be precise so I can tell you exactly what the fuck is going on. So I can show you there's a science, because I don't want you to have a fucking doubt about anything. When I say it, I want this to relate because it's all binding. It's all binding.
Man.
Everything that I'm telling you. Because now then you can leave certain things alone. You say, you know what? I hear what he's saying. I don't want to fuck with your beliefs, but I gotta corrupt it some fucking kind of way. I got to plant a seed. So how do I plant the seed? I got to be truthful in everything. And every point you got to say, well, yeah, I get it. And then the real shit will start coming to you. And that's ascension, is knowledge is power. It brings it up too. The ego got to come together with it. So the intellect and the intelligence got to go in there with it. And it has to be open-mindedness to it too. But you can see it in a chart if a person is pig-headed. You can see if it's stubborn. I'll be like if I see a Mars in the 9th house, and it matter what the 9th house is, that's religion. If I see Mars in it, this motherfucker's a jihadist. He's gonna blow up shit for his religion. He's a fanatic for that shit.
Yeah. Damn. Hey, let me ask you a Novia question. Do you remember Bobby?
Yeah.
He called me a minute ago. Do you think he's fit for this conversation?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not?
Okay. I'm going to send him an invite link, or you can.
Yeah. Could you forward it to him?
Yes, I sure can.
Yeah.
And will. Ahora mismo. Here it comes.
You good with that, right?
BRB. All right, yeah, if you're good with that. In mind, we got a guy. He's esoteric.
I'm with you.
He know his birth time too, right?
Man, I'm not gonna give me that. Then we gonna do the whole.
We ain't trying to load you down with work right now, man.
Oh no, I ain't trying.
Unless you.
I just like as he talks, I like to go through the houses and shit. But that's it.
I can do the house, but I don't want to read anybody. I'll read him when I read it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. Let me throw in the link and everything, and I'll BRB y'all if I don't know what's gonna
Ask him
happen.
bring his time and shit.
All right, let's do it.
Give it the note.
Yeah, we stand.
Okay, all right, I'll BRB. Hit forward. Forward.
So going back, bro, while he do that, we can talk back about how the black man is cursed, because you touched on it for a second. So you related that curse to self. So how does that relate to society?
What does society got to do with it? It's telling you what it was gonna happen in society. You have to accept it and know that you're not it. Why am I worried about playing in the matrix? I'm trying to get you out of the matrix. So how is it gonna work for us in there? Fuck that.
Wake up.
Exactly.
You know, hit the snooze. I'm gonna find that episode real quick.
Hopefully this will work for him.
If you want to jump to, we're gonna end it and we can jump back to he want to talk
We
about
shouldn't have to. No, we have hey man, free form, whatever anybody's down with, like, cause I'm enjoying myself right now. To tell you the truth. So we done. Yeah, the shit is tight.
I've been putting stuff in the inbox on IG, but you never answered. So I was like, I ain't gonna fuck.
Oh, c'est moi? Oh shit. Okay. I apologize. I get bombed, and not on the drink, but I do drink.
Yeah, it's called naughty gods. It's called naughty gods. Fuck your beliefs. That's
yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. Look. Oh, I'm slow to start, like a slow ass movie, okay? But when I get going, I get going.
Choo.
That's all I gotta say. Because I don't like that. Sometimes you meet people and you be excited because they be talking about some deep shit, and then you start to load them down and they can't capacitate the amount of information or conceptualization, and you like fuck, and then they just act weird to you because they just was like, this motherfucker said some weird crazy shit. And that happens to me. It can happen a lot, and I've learned to regulate. The certain individuals who can't go esoteric or anything else. It's taken a long time because I don't have really a filter. I have a ability to filter myself.
This from the episode, bro. The episode is called "Annihilation of Joy" from the Midnight Gospels, episode 5. I recommend everybody check it out. But we got the scales of my eye and how your heart be weighed. Like it's great. Everybody should check it out.
Yeah.
This doctor recommended.
I'm just hoping I'm more of a dove than a dodo.
Huh, man.
And once you watch episode 5, you'll understand that you understand the concept of the one divided into many.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
The one divided into many.
I understand that.
I mean, it's your hand. You got
one
divided
title.
into many.
Yeah. So
this is nice.
So even your boy Donald Trump, MAGA man, he's supposed to do that.
He's a fucking bull in a china shop. He's a bull in the fucking china shop. He was designated to do that. Like, take your ass in there and knock over the China.
He's supposed to be president. He was supposed to do what he's supposed to do. Obama was 7 years good in Revelations, and then Trump is 7 years bad. The Antichrist is Saturn, the government, in the play. Mm-hmm. It's not a person. It's not nobody jumping out the motherfucking with horns on and all that. 1/3 of the angels, 1/3 of the motherfuckers fuck with Trump. That's the story. And that's what it is. It's just a story. He's supposed to up shit. So he made all the prejudice people feel good about being prejudiced. Now they coming up, they looking stupid. And now you're seeing it's wavering. It's going back, it's getting out of the racial shit. They had their time in the thing of time. That's why I left the age of Pisces. Now we're in the age of Aquarius at 2012.
Yep.
All this shit
Hey,
started
y'all.
changing.
Let me call this nerd real quick and see. I'm right here. I'll be right. RB.
Okay.
This nerd. I need to get him on the phone with us.
I got this.
Okay.
Yo.
So you said you want to do description of the houses?
Well, that's why I push for quick charts, but we can do that in the next one because I can pull up the Vedic breakdown and go from first house, second house.
Yeah, I just don't want to start reading the chart and shit.
Yeah, I mean I could pull up a blank one.
I'm getting paid. I told you my shit got to say ping.
Yeah, I got you.
It don't activate my reading. Don't even if my cash app don't say ping, I can't read no more.
Oh man.
It's a tone now. It's a ping, and I'll be like, oh,
that's was the mantra. That's the read mantra.
All right, I just kind of cursed him out a little bit. I was like, get your motherfucking,
Oh, here we go. I got a Saturn joint for you, bro.
Saturnalian stuff over here.
Yeah, Saturn.
Oh, you fucking with my Mason people?
Well, some of this.
What's up with that Star Rim fan, man? What's up with that Star Rim fan?
The star. The star.
That is the Star of Rim fan, is what it is. It's a demon or a god.
It's an angle.
It's a Star of David.
It has angles.
It's the upper pyramid and the lower pyramid. The prodigal son returns. You put the left side and the right side.
As above, so below. We got it. I'm saying though, that symbol is not the fucking. Hey, let's go to the Song of Solomon and let's go to that shit about. It was a pentateuch, not a hexateuch.
Oh,
that the Khazars use as their symbol. That's all I was saying. I'm just talking.
Don't even sweat it, man.
I mean, really, each one of the ends and the stars point to the fixed, mutable and the other signs.
And listen to me, man. All it is to the point, yo. Let me get my moolah on.
You have been dropping some great info, by the way. Damn.
Straight to the fucking. Oh, let's not dance around the fucking thing, yo. It's the lower part of your conscience, the higher part. The left side and the right brain come together. Left side and the right brain comes together. It makes the star of David. It's the yoga. It's the star, the perfect man. That's when you unite the two halves, the two fucking halves. Don't get into symbolism. Is this, that? Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's that fucking simple. Don't play in the matrix.
Okay, I do have a bad habit with that, by the way. Playing in the matrix, man. I got a bad habit of it.
But what I'm telling you, when you're doing that, you saying is this, that. Yo, just one symbol.
Oh, I ain't saying it's nothing. I'm saying,
information only come from one place, the source. Now it's the cycle when it goes down. And your interpretation might be different than mine. It's the grapevine. If I tell one nigga something, by the time it hit 20 niggas, it's been fabricated. They done added their self in the story and all that shit.
Check this out, though. I literally don't have free will to even decide what I'm going to say now.
This shit ain't even free. Conversation is free.
Right? Truth, right?
So I'm trying to tell y'all, I never played. Well, this symbol is this and that. Yo, everybody got their interpretation. Case in point, I'm gonna say it like this.
Go ahead.
The age.
Damn, I like that right there.
Star was made. Ford. We so into our ego, we thought Ford was the only one. No, it was a event on each continent that was programmed to bring that shit in at that time.
Bobby.
Just like the plane, it was programmed. It's all time. Exists.
Yo, Bobby, put your little hobbit-looking ass on the damn screen.
I'm trying to find the video thing, man. I got the microphone figured out already. I ain't got one. I ain't got all. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Earl?
What's up, man?
What's up, Earl?
That ain't motherfucking Earl, nigga.
Oh, everybody, Wiley, what's up? I thought you sounded like Earl for a minute.
My man.
That's because we all got deep voices, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. I still like that in the damn. It just said I had the video link, but then it's gone now.
Man, you here now? Shut up.
Yeah, we can see you, bro.
Talking a minute ago. Yo, I'm glad you made it.
I can't see any of y'all.
Well, you look blurry as the motherfucker to me.
You kind of blurry.
I gotta wipe off my
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go in.
Wipe that damn quit jacking off on your phone.
No, yeah, so I was watching this thing about shit, man. I was watching a thing about 30 degrees today. I can't remember the guy. I subscribed to his channel, but some artist, he was talking about how like those flowers you just had up. Those I can't remember what they're called, but that sacred geometry. That's all 30 degrees. Everything is cut off 30 degrees. That's what makes it 12 sections in the circle. I'm not gonna try to rephrase him, you know, but that's right when I saw this. I was like, "Oh, it's a great seal." It's all. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, listen here, bro. Look. Let me tell you what I'm gonna tell you right now. So, the boy NGZ in the top right there. He was schooling on some shit, and we're gonna zone into his frequency, and then we're gonna get from there because it's based on the topic that we had, and then we're gonna come back to it. You feel me?
Okay, so he's speaking on 30 degrees. It's 30 degrees in each zodiac, in 12 houses. 12 houses. So it's 12 houses, and what I'm saying is 30 degrees. They are the potters. They're the potters, and each degree has a placement. Now, each potter is 13 degrees. So you put in, if you put it, it's regulated by a planet as well. So that's how, when I told you when you get low points and high points. So where I was telling him is reference in the Bible. In my father's house, there's a many mansions. There's 27 lunar mansions, 12 houses, astrology. I go forth to set the table. Jesus is the sun. So wherever the sun sits, that's your pattern in life that's going to go there. Now, like I said, when you got the 12 houses is the 12 disciples, the 12 zodiacs. So when I tell you, like, when I see your chart, the age, the hour, Horus, the hour you incarnated, 666, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, matter, skin. That's when you incarnate. It's not sin, it's skin, the mark of the beast. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. And where did you incarnate? You incarnated at this time, Horus. Horus is the hour horoscope. So
I love that shit.
Yo, you got I
love that shit.
Twist that knife, bro. Twist that knife.
So how you were born, that's your horoscope. That's what you're gonna do. You're the sun, and you're gonna have this horoscope. That's your life pattern. That's your soul's contract. So while you in there, that's what's going on. You're gonna have.
See my mouse hovering over this while you talk. I'm in the first house. Can you see that? Moving my mouse.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
It depends on what. Like, Bobby, this shit is weird. Like, there's a couple of dots at the bottom of the screen. You can slide to the left or right. One allows you to see everybody's screen at the same time. The other one allows you to see the current screen plus your face.
All right. Yeah, you can slide.
And then you got another one
there for a second.
You got it.
You can see it though, right, Stacey?
Yeah, I can see them. I see your sheet. Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna leave this up for a second.
I'm on the middle one myself. So.
All right, so with this diagram, your first house is the one that's in the middle up top. That's your first house. And that's the hour you were born. So that's going to tell you, let us create man in our image. So, case in point, if you're Sagittarius or Pisces, Jupiter.
Sagittarius, yeah.
Let us create man in our image. If you have 9 or 12, you're going to be obese because Jupiter is the biggest planet. So you're going to be obese. If it's Jupiter ran planets, you can't stop eating. It's just that fucking simple. Now, it's not based on the month. It's based on the hour because the zodiac changed every 2 hours every day. So you can be a Sagittarius ascendant born 4th of July.
Super fat.
Exactly. So you're going to be obese. Now,
in the mud.
House, if you're born in Gemini, you're Gemini or Virgo, you're always gonna have a young face because it's always a kid face. You're always gonna look young.
That's why I gotta keep it gray, you know what I'm saying?
Gemini said that you're gonna look young always, no matter what. And if you don't look young, you will get plastic surgery to look young. So that's what it is. Let us create man in our image. Your body gonna look a certain way. It's gonna look like a kid's body, no muscle. Now, if you want the muscle, you're gonna see Aries and Scorpio. They're gonna look like a bag of dope cut up. They don't even lift weights. They just look like that. They don't have to. That's that. Let us create man in our image. Now we talk about a Saturn.
I got some of that in me. Then.
Saturn born child, you're gonna see somebody that's tall and skinny. So that's Aquarius and Capricorn. They're tall and skinny. Let us create man in our image. Now, if I see the sun, they're gonna have a nice physique, all that, because that's Leo. If it's the moon, most of the time as a female, you're gonna see she's gonna have a little pudge and nice ass, because that's the moon.
The former, I mean the latter, I'm good with it as well, especially.
So I'm just telling you, that's like
yeah, and I'm like, well, if she ain't got the nice ass, then I ain't seeing her anyway.
I'm just saying that's
I'm saying there could be a room full of them. I just say won't register, you know.
I mean, most of the time you're gonna see Cancer. That's gonna be Cancer. They might got a little pudge, a little gut with them though, but that's the moon because it holds water. So when you look at that, that's us creating in our image. So you see the first house, the one right in the middle at the top. That's your first house. That's your ascendant. Your second house represents your family and your face. So if you have your family life, that's the 3D. That's as above, so below, as within, so without. So without is your reality. So your second house would represent your family. Now, if you got Rahu or Mars in there, you and your family, y'all fight. You got a warring family. Y'all like to fight. Now, your third house, again, is like your arms and shoulders, Gemini. That's a Gemini sign. Aries is your first sign, that's the head. So that's the ram, your head. So what I'm saying is, by the time you go to Gemini, that's the two arms and the shoulder, the twins.
Yep, because Hercules held back the pillars of Hercules. They put it on his shoulders.
Blah. Let me get it.
A little Mercury for you.
Hera,
Hercules. I don't need it. If I'm gonna break it down, let me break it down. So now we're going into the crab, Cancer. That's your heart. My mom's fourth house. That's my mom's. That's the fourth house, the fourth position. We're going this. Fourth house. That's my heart, the Cancer, the crab. That's your mother, the moon, in your heart. So that's the fourth house. That's your chest area.
Like what? Bethlehem, right?
Sternum. The fifth house is your sternum. That's Leo. Raw. The roar. Right there.
You use your knuckle right there. Trust me.
That's your sternum. That's the Leo party. Now, when I say Virgo, that's the navel. The mother fed you through that. The wheat, when she heard the wheat, she fed you through the navel. Now we talking about Libra, the two kidneys, the signs, courthouse. That's the court, justice, Libra. Now we get there, we go into Scorpio. That's your root chakra, where you have sex. You know, Scorpios like to fuck, all that. They hide that.
Oh, is that what I missed? I picked the Aries.
Oh, that's good too. They want this is good.
Oh yeah, all we do is fight and fuck, so this is all good.
Yeah, too. They good.
Hey.
I just want the fuck part.
Now we talking Sagittarius. I mean, after you give Scorpio, now you're going to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the thighs and ass. That's why you carry weight. Sagittarius.
That's what I meant to get.
Then you talk about Capricorn. We're talking about the Capricorn. That's your kneecaps. You work hard. Saturn make you work for everything. Your kneecaps. Now Aquarius is the 11th sign. Your two legs. The legs, the lower part of it. And then Pisces is the two fish, which is your 2 feet. All that together is Solomon's temple. So Amon's temple. You are Armand. So Armand's temple. Solomon's temple.
like, yo, can I ask you a question, please?
Speak on it.
How are you rolling all of this off the top of your head and you got that much knowledge and everything? So do you have like a payment thing or something like that? Like, I know you probably do, but what's I know you said you hit.
I'll send it.
I'm sorry.
I'll send it, Jack. I can send it. But look.
But Gray got to set you up a payment joint on the website is what he's getting to, I think.
I can literally, I'm a full stack web programmer.
I'm just saying, I mean,
now, just for fun, I wouldn't do it like, on a real deal thing, but you could drop me off a couple bucks.
Listen, I'm saying, I got cash.
I'm writing you something there. Oh.
So look,
keep going. I'm not interrupting.
So Armand's temple, you got to understand that you are Armand, the one divided into many. It's a story, and everybody's connected in this story. It's one story, the book of the dead or the book of life, whatever you look at.
Book of life, yeah.
Your name is in there and everything. Your name, when you look at the stars, your name is already.
And if it ain't, oops.
Your name is in the stars. So once you learn your nakshatras and your point, your name is this based on your moon. I'm telling you, you can pick out a child's name and you'll say, damn, you thought you picked it up, but
why you got my word on there, bro?
But it's actually, it goes with the nakshatra, the degrees that you were born in. The degrees you were born in will give you your name.
Okay, gotcha.
So the reason why I can read this shit off my head is because my alignment is in the galactic center, Mula. My sun is there, my ascendant is there. So that's where the source of information come from. When I talk to astrologers and they started talking to me, they say I'm a Paramahansa. That's why I can read it. So a Paramahansa is a lightened swan. A swan is the only thing that can that can mix water and milk together and suck out the milk only. So when I read text and I read shit, I read the real shit. I cut all the fat and all into
Well, see, so my thing is like this. There are certain things that I can decode and translate just off the top of my head. And like for what you're saying is like, so based on the thing is you have a higher level of mathematic overview.
But that came from me.
You're working with it.
That's me smoking weed. Once I
hush up.
I love that. I love that. That's the thing that was said, because that's the thing.
Now,
I'll
explain it to you. Can I explain it to you?
Oh yeah, good. I would assume you don't need to, but yes, by all means, go ahead.
The Moses story. When Moses went up to Mount Sinai, he talked to the burning bush. The burning bush is smoking weed, and he talked to Mount Sinai. He went to Mount Sinai. That's Mount of your sinuses, your pineal gland. So the alkaline is alchemy, and it turns the two tablets, your left side and right side of the brain, into the emerald tablets. The green does that. It's already in the air. You just got to open up the pineal gland and get it.
Have you ever? I'm sorry.
Read.
I gotta throw something in here.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
I gotta throw something in here. Hold up. Wait, just 1 second, real quick. Do you know why we have to flip stuff? Our eyes see shit a certain way, and the brain fucks with it, so we can. You know why that is?
You still working in the lower part of your brain.
No. Well, you're right. You're right. Like a child in the dark, like a child afraid of the dark, because.
Exactly, because you leave the script.
Right.
All script.
If you don't, all right, when they went to the moon, supposedly, they said you could only they said you could only broadcast. That's for real. They said when they were showing you the moon landing, they said you could only cast it or project it if you fed it through something else first.
Right.
You had to record it and then play the recording. Yeah, you couldn't, So they wanted that distortion filter. Same with your brain. If we didn't have to flip what we saw, every day you would constantly be thinking, we're hanging off a fucking rock in space by our feet. And everybody's upside down because it's not flat.
That's funny.
You know what I mean?
I thought that too.
Yeah,
I'm going to get into that point. It's all matrix. The whole thing is a matrix, and that's all it is.
So do you think it's in GZ? I'm gonna keep calling you that until you email me or send me. Okay, so do you think that this is a digital projection hologram?
Yes, it's a hologram. That's all this is. It's with the flesh. That's all it is. It's a flesh hologram. You're God. Like I said, when I tell you this, look, like I'm explaining it like I told him. When I tell you the two tablets, when Moses went to Mount Sinai, he got the two tablets. That's the left side and right side of your brain. And Mount Sinai is mount of your sinuses.
Have you heard the term hemi? Oh, I know you have.
Where your pineal gland is found and that's the holy of holies.
So have you heard the term hemisync before?
Huh?
You've heard the term hemisync?
No. Yeah, with the Monroe Institute.
Among others, yeah. And they're the primary, they created it. And what it means is synchronizing your left and right hemispheres so that you can do this weird thing that happens that a lot of people think is astral projection.
I can show you how to do that. I can do that for you.
I've done it. I've been a lucid dreamer my whole life. And I accidentally came out of a lucid dream. And I realized that if that happened, I could go back into one, and I did it multiple times after that.
What you have to do, listen to me. The whole story of Noah's the rainbow at the end of the ark story is the chakras. So the rainbow is to open up the chakras. That's the salvation. Once you get out of this, you open them up. Now the seven seals is the seven chakras. So as you play the seven horns of Jericho, that's the seven mantras. You listen to it on the set every day. Moon is on Monday. Tuesday, you will listen to Mars. Wednesday, you will listen to Mercury's mantra. Then you will listen to Thursday, Jupiter. Friday, Saturday, you'll listen to Saturn's. Sunday, you listen to Sun. Now, the mantras that you listen to are the ones that where it's placed in those degrees. Because my mantras are not yours and yours are not mine. They are your seven seals. The seven horns of Jericho blew the walls down.
I heard somebody say it yesterday. I think I heard it 2 days before that also. But somebody, very matter of factly, they said, you realize that we're all one person, right? That we're the experience of one person experiencing every way.
Yeah, we're not one person. We're a person, infinite person.
One being having the one divided in the many. The one divided in the many.
That's true. That's true.
Right. Every experience is possible.
We're all wrong.
Once you learn astrology and everything that's happening in your life, it can't go that so perfect. It can only be one off. Because I'm talking about the breakups. She's supposed to break up with you. He this, that, and the third. This person supposed to fuck you over. Is that perfect? That's how it is. It's just
right. It's I often refer to a state of water where back to it, the little bubbles happen, and it's like,
man, you sound like a robot.
How about this?
You got, all of a sudden, you've got endless trillions of millions of billions of reflections of every fucking thing within 360 degrees, right there, and it goes, boop. And once you see that, you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. That's why the infinity symbol flips over itself as circle.
Because the beginning is the end, and the end is the beginning. Right. Now, I will tell you where man.
Right, and we're not on that. We're not on that. What is that? We're not on that pattern. We're not moving in that pattern. We're in the shadow, underneath where it crosses over itself.
Let me explain it to you. The whole thing when you said the infinity loop, right? The first our sun that we have in this solar system, and the sun that's Sirius is at its furthest point in the elliptical dance. The 8 is at the ends. That's when the age of Pisces. Our sun is there. The sun, once it comes together, our consciousness start to come together, Sat Yuga when it goes right on top of it. Lucifer stone. The two suns come together. Then it separates. It's a loop. It's a track. It goes just like that all day. time doesn't exist because it's already written. The stories are the stories.
If you look at
that's hilarious and
if you look at
in my mind.
If you look at anything that's made up of anything, then you know that it's got all the parts, and so each particular part has all its sides. And I can't think that way because I'm not like a mathematician. I can think of that and be aware of that way, or that understanding, or that whatever. But like me, bro, yeah, my brain is being busy. My brain is busy doing other things, and it doesn't have the.
I'm trying to tell you're in Asgard mode. Asgard means you're in planets. The planets control your thoughts. You don't know that where your planets are placed, you're gonna think this way, you're gonna act this way. So now you think as God, as the ego. But once you have Kundalini, that's Ragnarok. It breaks all that ego down. It parts the Red Sea, the Sea of Reeds, thoughts. And then you start getting your God consciousness. As Enoch ascended, he was introduced to the angels. That's the angels, astrology. It's that simple. And then once you understand it,
I've been aware of it.
It's all metaphysics. It's all metaphysics. And that's why he became Metatron. Metaphysics, Metatron. It's all metaphysics and gravity. So when I see a house, when I showed you the house in your first house, if I see Venus in there, you don't have to work for bitches. Bitches is coming to you. That's the gravitational pull. If it's in that, if it's in some other house, that's just the way it is. That's the gravitational pull in metaphysics. If I see Jupiter in your first house, teachers come to you. They want to teach you.
I'm coming back from that. I've been there. I'm doing some new shit.
I'm just saying, in planets transit.
I'm with you though.
So as they move, this is what's happening in your second house. If it goes in your second house, then your family is a guru to you. If it goes in your house, your sibling becomes a guru to you. Fourth house, your mother's a guru to you. Fifth house, your kids are a guru to you. Sixth house, your work is your guru. Seventh house, your lady is your guru. Eighth house, dark, your subconscious, that shit is a guru to you. Ninth house, religion is a guru to you. 10th house, your work is a guru. 11th house is your motherfucking, your network. And then 12th house is your subconscious.
Wow. Now, you did that all off the top of your head, right?
Because I can read charts as soon as I see.
No, I didn't ask why. I just said you did it, right?
Yeah.
Just now. All right, that's all I need to hear. Yes. Okay, cool.
But it's that simple. The knowledge is finite. Once you get it, that's it.
Right. I just wanted to hear yes or no. You said yes. And I'm gonna go ahead because if I believe you and I trust you and I take your knowledge that you've given me, and I take that information and I try to do the 1 + 2 = 3. If it don't equal 3, it won't equal 3. And that's how we do this, because proof is in the pudding, man. And so, what you just said made sense.
Y'all want to talk about the whole black aspect? Do we discuss the black aspect for him about the Bible, what it say about black people?
Talk about
if you want to. I done dove that way deep for like fucking ever.
I mean, I thought that's why
like 52 if it matters. But no, let's go. I mean, I can go wherever you want to go on that too. I've been reading the Bible since I was like 2 years fucking old. And I like broke it the fuck down. If you want to go, let's have fun.
Let me explain that whole thing of the cursed sons. Okay, in the age of Pisces, before it was Pisces, we was at the age of the Tower of Babel. This is just before the flood. The flood means the flood is consciousness dropped. Our consciousness dropped to the senses. Okay, so the flood came. The reason why the flood came, because the suns went in its furthest point in the elliptical 8 dance. That was the mark of time. So then the Tower of Babel came. And when the Tower of Babel came, it said, let's divide man by land and tongue. So everybody became tribal by their skin color and everything.
Wait. No, can I please ask a question? Okay. You said when the flood came, it asked, right?
I'm saying as consciousness drop, that's what it is. There's no water or anything.
Are you saying consciousness itself asked this question, right?
Yeah, consciousness drop.
Oh shit, let's go. Okay, this is fucking cool. All right, I'm ready.
This is governed by the two suns. The closer
okay. Shit. All right.
The closer the suns are, the mass population, the whole gist of it comes. Now you have people.
I'm gonna pull in everything you're saying. I'm like, I don't. Okay, so before you know this, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna literally make my brain, mind, body, spirit believe everything you're saying, so that I will test it. And I have a feeling that about 98% of it, I'm gonna agree.
All right, so what I'm telling you, everything is time. The whole thing is time. So we perceive it in 3D, we perceive it as linear. But everything is
that's some tight shit right there.
Of life. It's the book of life or the book of the dead. Because you're playing a character that will surely die. So, yang to it.
In this
form, our consciousness dropped. It wasn't a fucking alien. It wasn't a master race that came and built the fucking pyramids. It's us, higher consciousness. We wrote ourselves all this shit, language and all that shit wasn't necessary because we knew each other's thoughts. We knew to build the pyramids. Our physical bodies were even bigger. That's why you see giant bones, because that's just fragments of what our bodies were. Our bodies went lower to a smaller vision because the sun Osiris and the sun Sirius and our sun is at the furthest point in the elliptical 8th band. As above, so below. The Iron Age, the Dark Age. So it went to so that's the age of the flood, the age of Pisces, the two fish, the eight duality. So in the age of the flood, Noah had 3 sons of 3 different races. The one son of Ham was called Africa, it's called Ham, would be cursed in the age of the flood. Saturn is born. Saturn in the card, Satan. I will make man worthy of your love. Again, when Jesus was being crucified, he dropped the cross 5 times. That means consciousness was dropped to the senses, 5 senses. And the one
Can I ask you something about the I'm sorry, go ahead.
The one who picked up the cross was a black guy, Simeon. That's a Sidon name.
Wait. Well, slow your roll. You say his name was Simeon.
I believe it was Simon or Simeon, whatever it was. That's representing.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. Go ahead.
And I'm saying that represents, when you hear the S, that's Saturn. And Africa.
Okay. Can I ask you a question about the concept? Go ahead.
African is ran by each planet, 7 continents, 7 planets, 7 chakras. Africa is ran by Saturn.
Can I look? Do you believe in the
Mars, Aries?
Okay.
That's why
you think thought or thought is Aries? Is that correct?
Huh?
You are saying that thought is Aries.
Thoth is Mercury.
Thoth is Mercury.
But you said Europe is ran by what?
Mars, Aries.
Oh, I misheard.
Yeah, Apollo would be Aries.
Aries. So the Aryan nation.
Apollyon.
Like you had
Apollyon the Destroyer.
The Vikings, they war.
That's why it's the sexual grouping too. Or lack of grouping. I don't know how to say
raping and pillaging Mars all day.
The term now is overpowered.
Once I finish,
all right, let's let him finish first.
All right, so when I'm saying it's a cursed race, and then you got to have a privileged race in the age of the flood. Now, the privileged race is the Aryan race, which is the master race in the age of Pisces, the flood. But you got one curse, so another one got to be privileged. And did they do their job? Yeah, but they did it in the Aryan way. They united with a common language, which is which is English, and in a common language and a common religion, which is Christianity. The sons of Abraham, Aries, Ram would be prophets. They deciphered. I mean, they gave the Bible. They said this is how it's deciphered. This is the interpretation. So everybody went by that interpretation, which is not wrong. It's not wrong at all. It's just that how do you perceive it? You have to get out your ego. When you understand that the pain is necessary to wake up from it. And that race is cursed. The black race was cursed. And that's why you have soulful music. You have all those things swing low because you have to go through the pain. Saturn said, I will make man worthy of your love. So that's the pain. Wherever Saturn sit in your chart, if it's in your 5th house, you and your kids bring you pain. If it's in your 4th house, your mother bring you pain. If it's in your 2nd house, your family. In your 3rd house, your siblings. In your 7th house, your wife or husband. In your 8th house, another subconscious. 9th house, religion would do it. 10th house, job. 11th house, your surroundings, your peoples, your network. And 12th house, your subconscious. So this is what I'm telling you. All this stuff is that. Once you learn the planets and the energy that it brings, that's it. That's all it is. So Saturn is governed. It's the dark one. So it governs Africa. 7 continents, 7 planets, 7 chakras. America is run under Venus. That's the Mayans and Native Americans. Now, once we moved over here, we adapted to that because you go by the land.
Yeah, I figure like once we started wiping them out, we became like Scorpio or something.
All right. I gotta ask.
You take the law of the land. You take the energy of the land.
Right, the eagle.
The land
is what you're taking.
Of the land. The land is governed by Venus. As above, so below. It didn't turn into Scorpio because it did. They did it the Aryan way.
Let me ask something though. Is any of this related to?
It's reality.
No. I ain't asking about reality. I'm asking about the out of Africa theory. So is it any of this related to the fact that the concept or the theory of people, everybody on Earth comes from Africa? Just wondering.
It's an ego. This is for ego.
You trailed off there. I didn't hear that whole question. I didn't hear the last part. You trailed off. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I was asking if any of this was related to the out of Africa concept.
Yeah, I'm telling you, all this, when slavery, Black Lives Matter, the black on black crime, all this shit's supposed to happen in the age of flood because this is the cursed race. Remember, you are God. You're just playing this avatar.
Hey, look. I have so much sights to show you, my friend. And what I want to say though is that I agree with you, and I have things that hopefully I'll be able to, especially once we link up and start talking this shit and we get into our deeper shit with all of us.
Anytime.
I can't wait to share the shit in my head with you.
Speak on
correct.
You know, they say biblically we come from El. El represents Saturn. Saturn represents black people. Out of Africa, genetically, we all come from some other darker age. We was everything.
El is electric. El is electric. El is electric. It's not Saturn, nothing. We're past
the 144,000 are El.
The elect. Few.
Yeah, it's not nothing for Saturn. We're none of the planets. We're nothing. The stars of the planet. We're above that. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The message.
Well, okay. We're gonna talk about it. Yes, you are thing. We can talk about it. Like,
all right. Case in point.
I'll go every level with you on that, and I don't have any disagreement to make with you. I just want to know more about everything. You see me? So that's where I'm coming from.
Jesus was born in a manger. The manger is the root chakra, chakra of your body. That's where you fucking shit. That's the animal part of you. He was born in
the chakras as well. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. You know how we got them 7 chakras?
Yeah, the 7 planets.
So we got 12 tones, right? Why the fuck we only got 7 chakras when we got 12 tones? Question, just a question.
12 what?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right?
Right.
So when you go into cymatic, whenever you have tones too.
The 12 is the 12 zodiacs. Because you got two shades of it. You got one planet governs one of those planets, except for the sun and moon. Moon governs Cancer, sun governs Leo. And then you have.
You haven't said anything I can disagree with yet because of the fact that, first of all, your knowledge on this shit is way deeper than mine. And you've also said shit that I already know about and agree with too. So I can't even touch you on this shit right this second. So I agree with you.
The tones that you're seeing is Scorpio. If you see red, you're seeing Scorpio and Aries together.
My closest sibling is a Scorpio.
And then when
we are very tight.
All the 12 tones is the 12.
She's the reason I was late to this call.
You have different shades of red, which is Mars, and that would be Scorpio and Aries. Then you're talking about
look.
You're gonna have 2 shades.
How much?
That's gonna be Sagittarius and Pisces.
Send me your info, man. I need to get you into some shit. I need to get you a website. I need to get you done. I need to get you being able to tell people what we're talking about.
I'm gonna send you my shit.
That's how he was saying, man. The 12 is the circle divided in the 30 degrees. It's 12 every time. So you think about polarity of electricity. That's the 12 and 30 degrees of phase.
360. 360.
Same stuff. All day.
You can go left,
360.
12 zodiacs. It's the 12 zodiacs.
It's like the
now. Where are we gonna go with the 13th or the Ophiuchus though? Where are we gonna go with the Ophiuchus? Is that just a made up bullshit?
That's me.
No.
I got Ophiuchus. I got you. Ophiuchus is the galactic center. That's why when you say how you know this shit, blah blah blah. My sun is placed in the galactic center as well as my ascendant. That's when they say all royalty is that. Royalty is that. That's why they say they reptilians. Really, that's the Ophiuchus. That's the 13th sign. And it's the galactic
man who holds the snake of wisdom, the
snake bearer, if you will.
Healing, yes. Water. It should be the snake and the bee, but we don't use the bee anymore.
No. When you start talking,
we don't have honey. We don't have honeycombs everywhere.
Well, that's what the land of milk and honey is about, the Milky Way galaxy and then the honeycomb galaxy.
Or the land of rape and honey.
Just ask me about the goddamn galactic center, man. How y'all gonna come and tell me? If y'all want me to tell you, I'm telling you, it's Ophiuchus.
No, you're gonna tell us.
Listen, anybody that's royal, any Queen Elizabeth, all her kids, all of them, they're born in that sign. They got a sun sign there or their thing. That's why they call them reptilians, because it's Ophiuchus. That's the 13th hidden spin. That's the 13th sign. That's what it is. It's in the galactic.
It is the 13th zodiac sign. There were 13 of them.
13th sign. And that's all it is. When you see, that's why they say all that face shifting. That's just some old misinterpretation. Everybody that's royalty come out of that. All the presidents come out of Leo MAGA. That's how you're gonna know they're gonna be president, because they got MAGA. That's how it goes.
MAGA is also another term for Mark, right?
MAGA is the Leo sign, and all your presidents is Leo. I mean, you have a Leo moon or a Leo ascendant. It's that simple. I've
only got one president.
Presidents, and then royalty.
I've only voted for one. I only have one.
Comes out of the galactic center.
My understanding of you know, you think you know something, and then you get into it, and you learn a little bit more, and you get maybe a little skilled, and one day you're like, oh, I was completely ignorant when I fell in love with this thing.
Right.
That's how America is. I didn't know that it could be done right, until I saw it, and now I'm like, everything before that was bullshit. Now
that's the veils. That's the veils dropping off, and that's all it is. Right. And it's 3 veils that go. You'll start seeing the synchronicities and everything because you're getting out of your ego. You're ascending. You're not into the dogma ways. Now you're starting to be open-minded.
See, this is what I'm trying to teach you. Look, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, well, when you're talking to somebody, they complicate an issue that to you is just like, well, no, that's okay. You can do this and that, and we're good. But then there's out there they have to approach it the same thing that you see that you just let's say B C with But other people they will attach an emotion to it, and then that emotion could cause them to fail somebody or whatever. So and the next thing you know, if you're like me, and I almost speak for Greg too. Sometimes you look at people and you're like, you realize that you just took something fucking like this and turned it into a bunch of nothing about you, right?
Right.
Yeah, and
I'm way crazier than you, dude. Like I'm like almost like social.
Well, yes, but when
not
it's when you
not legally sociopathic crazy.
What'd you say? You're not legally what?
I'm sociopathic crazy, but I'm not legally sociopathic crazy. Like if I kill you, I'm gonna not go to jail for it.
All the way you think and everything.
Yeah.
Man, the best thing I can do, give me somebody do a chart. I'll read it real quick. And then
like, your shit went aquamarine coral in the background. Word.
That's what I did.
Read this motherfucking Bobby's chart. That hobbit over there on the other thing.
All right, I'll do that. I'm gonna do it real quick. I'll do a brief little shit.
I think you got your birth. Do you have your birth time, Bobby?
No.
We ain't gonna waste this time.
Oh,
never mind.
You don't have the time. You're Horus. When I say you're Horus, that means the hour you incarnate. I need that.
I don't know it.
Okay, don't worry about it then.
Yeah,
here's what I'm gonna say to you though. Look, brother, man, you, my man, not you with your red in the background now. I gotta find out a way. You already gonna do it though, because you gonna if you send me some more email shit so I can catch you. And
man, I'm
like your shit.
You catch me is on WhatsApp and Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm there.
Yeah.
Like nobody.
Where y'all at? Are y'all ready?
All that stuff and start. I want to teach.
I'll get you.
I want to teach all this.
You're gonna too. I got another guy calling me. Should I add him or no?
Who is that?
Eron, my boy from I kind of grew up with him. He's from Savannah.
Yeah, I don't care. I can cut it up. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And then I'm gonna call him right now, and then I'm gonna add you to the call and tell him.
Maybe I can stop it.
If you want to, I'll just.
I'm gonna come right back on. I promise. I promise. I'm gonna send him my cash.
I'm gonna call him right now.
I'm gonna send you my cash app on IG. All right.
My man, I like the cash app too.
What's your cash app?
I even got the card.
What's everybody's cash app?
Hey, Novi, can you send him my cash app?
Yeah, I think. Excuse me. Swag. Oh, hold up. To Bobby?
No, to Gray. I don't need it.
I got it.
Yeah, mine's dollar sign 13 BOB or lowercase BOB and then a capital E.
How we need yours?
Isn't that how you exchange them? But isn't that how you connect them on there? I don't know.
I mean, would you use? I gotta send you something.
No,
we talking about you can't. I don't think you can message on Cash App, bro.
Huh?
You might can message on Cash App. I don't know.
I'm saying I think you have to. I think you have to have either their hashtag or their full name because they give you the little list, like a little laundry list. You have to pick who it is. It's still the same, right?
Hey Novi, how about if I email it to you and you can send it on your mass email or send it to dude? I'll be right.
I got you. Sweat.
He got WhatsApp. He got WhatsApp. Novi.
Yeah, I mean it's on IG too.
What'd you say?
I got you. Give me a second. I'm sending it now, bro.
Are you sending it to Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, but thinking, yeah, that website will be dope though. Timer on that beast. There you go.
What you say, no?
And sent. Just spread it to the masses, Gray. Oh, he off. All right. Well, we should probably maybe stop the recording around here and start.
Yeah, start it back up in a little bit.
All right. Thanks for watching.